So we're going to be covering the Trijicon Fiber Sights. These are fairly new to the market, and this is Trijicon's first real entry into the fiber optic market. The fiber optic market is getting a lot more traction now with more people getting into USPSA, 3-gun, and other competitive shooting sports. Before, Trijicon just strictly offered different night sights, the HD XRs, which are my personal favorite sights. Then you also have the HD night sights, bright tough night sights, and they're pretty much a standard. A lot of other companies will get their vials from Trijicon, but this is their first foray into the fiber optic world. And as you can see, it's a pretty bold and bright front sight. Now this front sight compared to, say, Dawson is going to be a little bit larger, with this being I believe it's a .115, and the Dawson here is a .110. It's a very thin front sight with a very, very small fiber optic piece in the middle, while the Trijicon, as we stated before, is a little bit wider, but it has a much larger fiber optic piece. Now, I have a little bit of range time with this thing. Haven't got to shoot as much as I'd like. I'll throw some more footage in there. Right now, this is just an initial impression review. So far, as the size of it, you're still not much wider than a Dawson. However, it is a larger fiber optic piece. So for my eye, it gets drawn a little bit quicker to it. With these fiber optic sets, you're going to have red or green, whichever your eyes prefer. They're already going to come installed with the red. And then one thing that's also really neat with these is, yes, it hangs off the back a little bit, but they are MOS compatible. That is something with a lot of other fiber optic sites, that they'll come forward and they'll cover up this MOS plate. So if you wanted to, you could run it with an RMR on it, although you're not going to get a co-witness with it, but it's going to make it where you could actually run it. That's one of the reasons why I initially chose these Dawsons, is they're the only company that was making MOS compatible sights. I just go with non-co-witness because I really don't run an RMR on this. I run it one time on here, but I've yet to go into open class or carry optics for USPSA or 3-gun. But one of the reasons why I decided to get rid of the Dawsons is, as you can tell, they tend to rust up. So they're carbon steel and they're not coated. The Trijicon fibers are coated. They do have rear serrations to kind of keep that glare off. And the Dawsons are phenomenal sights. I 100% recommend them. However, if you are in a place where it's going to be humid, like the south, you're going to have to constantly throw some rem oil on these because they will rust up. Even when I've scraped or saturated them with oil, come back to clean my guns, and it has rust on them. Also, these are fairly inexpensive. Fiber optics are cheaper than going with tritium sights. As you can see, although it does appear to have a lot of similarities to the HD XR sights and HD night sights, it is a squared off notch in the back instead of a U notch. I'm kind of torn. I like the U notch for my night sights, but I've also gotten so used to running square notches with the Dawsons originally. I still have plenty of a window so that we can make fast acquisitions, but we're going to take it out to the 25-yard line, do some 25-meter bullseyes. As far as just getting it on target really quickly, don't see any problem with these. And the nice thing is, for defensive use, is the way that ledge is. I got a rounded off table, unfortunately, but as you can see, if you had a more squared off table, or if you were to hit it off your duty belt, shoe, you are still able to rack these. You got a little piece of plastic there, it's groovy. But so far so good. Like them. I'm going to do a little bit of a range view coming in the near future with these, and we'll upload that and let you guys know.